Why the calmest people expect the least. The weight of waiting. Have you noticed how much lighter the air feels when you stop waiting for it to change? In this season of your life, these precious golden years, you may find yourself wondering why some days feel like a heavy climb, while others feel like a gentle descent. Why is it that some people move through the world with a quiet, unshakable smile, while others are still caught in the storms of what if and should have? The secret isn't found in having more or even doing more. It is found in the quiet art of expecting less. What if the peace you've been searching for isn't at the end of a long journey, but right here in the softening of your grip? The unscripted morning. Imagine a morning where the sun rises behind a thick curtain of clouds. There is no person to blame for the grey sky, yet we often feel a flicker of resentment. We had planned for a bright walk, a clear view, a perfect start. We carry a script in our pockets for how the day should perform for us. When the day doesn't follow the script, we feel a tiny fracture in our peace. But then, look closer. Notice the person sitting by the window. They aren't looking for the sun. They are simply watching the mist weave through the trees. They didn't ask the morning to be anything other than what it is. Because they expected nothing, the cool air is a gift. The silence is a companion. They are calm not because their life is perfect, but because their requirements for happiness have become very, very small. The wisdom of less. The ancient Stoics understood a truth that modern science is only just beginning to map. They taught us that our distress does not come from the world itself, but from the gap between what we want and what we have. When we reduce our desires, we don't become empty, we become impenetrable. In our brains, expectation is a debt we ask the future to pay. When we expect a phone call, a certain reaction from a loved one, or even a specific level of health, we are under tension until that debt is settled. But when we practice the art of inner peace in your golden years, we learn to cancel those debts. We shift from, I need this to happen, to, I am curious to see what happens. This simple shift lowers the cortisol in our systems and allows the soul to breathe. But here's the part most people overlook. Reducing your expectations isn't about giving up. It's about clearing the clutter so you can actually see the beauty that's already standing in front of you. Gentle rhythms for the soul. To invite this serenity into your daily life, we do not need intensity. We only need a few gentle shifts in our rhythm. The morning invitation. Before you even leave your bed, say to yourself, today, I have no requirements. Allow the day to be a guest in your home rather than a servant to your whims. When you speak with friends or family, try to view them as a beautiful, unpredictable landscape. If they are grumpy or distant, it is just a passing cloud. By expecting nothing from them, every kind word becomes a sudden, radiant sunbeam. Once a day, pick up an object, a spoon, a stone, a piece of fruit. Look at it until you see the miracle in its simple existence. When we expect nothing from the ordinary, everything becomes extraordinary. Returning to yourself. You are not starting over. You are returning to yourself. There is a deep, steady strength in you that time has only refined. You have weathered the storms of ambition. Now, you are invited to enjoy the shelter of contentment. The calmest people expect the least because they have realized they already possess the most. The ability to be okay, right here, right now. You deserve this stillness. If this brought you peace, stay with me for the next chapter.